Good morning and happy Saturday. This is Barbara, the East Coast Dragon Lady, coming to you with some updates. As you know, I launched my new Oracle deck last weekend, the Ancient Intergalactic Guardians, Dragons of the Multiverse. Some of you that ordered them have actually received them. I did do an international shipment about the week before, and I've actually heard from as far away as Norway that they also received their shipment. So exciting. I am just doing, I actually found 4 decks that were hiding and they've gone out today. So people will be receiving them in the next 4 to 5 days. I am going to put in a new order probably next week now. I have had the craziest of weeks after launching my deck. And if you've been watching me on YouTube, you'll know that I was hospitalized a few weeks ago. So I'm on the mend, thankfully, doing well. But a few days ago, my dog, I have an older min pin. He's on the bigger end of being a min pin. He's around about 19 pounds. He's diabetic. He was blind, had cataract surgery last year, and I call him my $1 million dog. He's like literally cost us a lot of money, which has been worth it. He was a rescue, and I rescued him. He was 4. He's now 13, so we've had him 9 years. He's a typical min pin. He loves his people and he hates everybody else. But he's been doing really much better on those lines. We've realized if we are not around, we always hear that he's fabulous, he interacts, he goes to doggy daycare, he has fun. But Wednesday morning, he'd been off for a few days, just weird. He's diabetic. Nothing that really sort of bothered me. But Wednesday, he really wasn't interested in his food. And by the afternoon, he had thrown up his food, was drinking like so much water, like he drank all the cat's water. I mean, just drink. Promptly was throwing up that. This is the dog that never throws up. So I knew something was wrong right on 5 o'clock when I wasn't even sure that my vet was even there. I called and they had just finished surgery. So I told her what was going on, and he was very shaky and just very off. I mean, he was trying to get into boxes. He was hiding behind things. I mean, just definitely not there. I mean, so really concerning. Got him to the vets. They stabilized him. She diagnosed him with pancreatitis. Said we got him pretty stable. He was blood sugar was through the roof. Brought him home and he absolutely refused to eat. No, wasn't interested, not even cat food. So he slept. I got up about 5 times in the night just to make sure that he was still breathing. The next morning he was worse. So the inevitable happened. It was the 4th of July. I live at the very northern end of Massachusetts, so I'm almost in New Hampshire, and everybody takes 495 or 95 north, especially the holidays, and the emergency vet was 25 minutes from my home north, and I was like, oh, we've got to do it. I called in the dragons. I'm like, I don't know what you can do to help at this point, but whatever you can do, please help. I got in the car with the dog. I called the emergency room prior to going, so they knew we were coming. I got straight through. I mean, there was traffic, but there was no hold-ups, just clear all the way till I got to the emergency room. He was getting worse by every 5 minutes. By the time we got to the emergency room, he was sort of semi-conscious, I would say, probably. He'd gone into really deep sleep, didn't really want me to wake him up. I scooped him up and took him in. They immediately came from the emergency room and took him off. I have to give this, it's Port City Veterinary Referral Hospital. Awesome. They were right on everything. They came out to explain, once they'd done some blood work, got some tests back, he was in ketosis. And anybody out there that's diabetic or you know about diabetes, I mean, this could have killed him. And if you remember, I feel like it's a deja vu. I mean, a few weeks ago, I was in the emergency room and I was told if I hadn't have got there when I did, the kidney infection would have killed me. So I'm like, oh, this is like deja vu all over. Thankfully, they were optimistic. I do have pet insurance, and even though, as I say, I complain every time I pay the bill, and he's an older dog, so I have to spend quite a bit of money on the insurance. It's 100% worth it. I didn't have to think, should I go, shouldn't I go? And to add to just there was a little bit of like some happiness in there. He previously had cataract surgery in December last year. The insurance had paid the bill, I'd paid my part. I had a credit with them of $1,300, so I didn't even have to make a payment. The insurance, within 2 hours of them submitting what they needed to do with the dog, they came back and approved it. I had my possible cost, because it's all estimates. And he's slowly but surely has been making progress. Thank you to everybody. People have been sending prayers. He's been checking in with a few people. He even did with me, which I thought was interesting. I actually went for a massage yesterday, and along with the dragon that showed up,